Good morning, and it doesn't look too bad out there this morning. Hopefully that cloud will burn off and we'll have a nice day. Quickly show you the park up that we had last night. Not the most attractive of park ups, but it served its purpose. It was quiet and free. So basically it's a car park. One of the vans stayed here last night. You've got a fuel station over there, which I will use when we depart. Fill the tank back up. And over here we've got the Taste of Perthshire, which is a restaurant, shop, and various other bits and pieces. That's where we're going to have breakfast when it opens at 8 o'clock. As I said, that road behind us there is the main A9 between Perth and Inverness. But other than that, not too bad. Yeah, a little bit of road noise, but once you get to sleep you don't notice it. Starting to pick up now, obviously, because it's the morning. Like I said, not the most attractive of park ups in the world, but it serves a purpose, and best thing of all, it was free. Right, well, we're gonna wait for the restaurant to open, have some breakfast, and then we'll catch up with you guys a little bit later on when we get down to our next stopover. This is our latest park up. It's the Kinross RSPB Nature Reserve, right on the shores of Loch Leven, just south of Perth. It's on park for night. Quite clearly states you're allowed to park. It's paid parking, £3 all day, £5 if you want to, extra £5 if you want to stay overnight. So that's £8 for the night. Nice and quiet, nice and peaceful. Car park's dying down now because the place closed at 5 o'clock. So what I'm going to do, Siska's having a bit of a rest, so I'm going to dive in because there are apparently red squirrels here. So I've got my big camera, so I'm going to nip down and see if I can see some red squirrels and see if I can A, get them on video, and B, get some decent photographs of them. So we'll see you in a bit. Morning. So time to continue the journey south. Nice little park up. So, basic car park. I said £8. Quiet at night. Little bit of road noise, wasn't it, love? Not a lot.
It died down.
Yeah, it dies down at night. I think I said can't argue for £8 for most of the day. Plenty of walks around here. Plenty of wildlife. Saw one squirrel briefly. Didn't manage to get it on video, but I did get a couple of decent photographs, so I'll try and slide those into this video as well. But other than that, time to move on. Catch you guys when we get to the next spot. Yeah, this is Paxton House.
Yep.
It's what, about 3-4 miles from Berwick, off the A1. We needed a campsite to empty out the van on the last night, so we bit the bullet. But at 25 quid.
And it includes entry to the gardens.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's and that's what we're doing at the moment. We're just going to take a long walk around the gardens, see what there is. We'll take you with us, obviously, and then when we get back to the van, I'll show you the facilities at the campsite. It's actually within what used to be the old walled garden from this stately home, and it's what a sun trap as well. Beautiful in there. So this is technically we're still in the Scotland tour, because this is literally still in Scotland. We'll get down there. You can see down the bottom of the hill in a minute is the River Tweed, and that is the border between Scotland and England. So this side's Scotland, the other side is England. So yep, we are still in Scotland. Got a little bit of a folly in here.
Oh, look, there's the house.
Oh yeah. Nice view from them top windows. Out over the river into England. Red squirrel conservation. So there's more red squirrels on the estate woodlands here. So, the Paxton Ice House. Yeah, partly buried and underneath the bridge arch to keep it cool. Not going to be able to see a lot in there. Yeah, so only the very rich had these.
Oh.
For your own ice during the summer months. This was one of Scotland's first domestic water supply systems. The owner of a derelict water wheel and pump at Blackadder 5 miles away donated his machinery for us to restore and to operate the system here. So Paxton's wheel and pump system is one of Scotland's last working examples of innovative 18th century technology. So the springs still feed fresh water into a big stone cistern, which I'm assuming is this one over here. So the hydran pump that they use here, which is 225-year-old invention, is still made by a company called Blake's in Accrington today, and they're in use around the world, providing a source of water to remote and isolated communities. Very interested. Yeah, they still make these things today. Yeah. So when there wasn't enough water in the burn, they'd use a horse.
Strawberries, darling.
Wild strawberries?
Yeah, wild strawberries.
Oh, lovely.
They're a lot smaller.
Yeah. Oh, look, darling. A waterfall.
Don't say
Technically.
it is a waterfall.
Yes. It's water that is falling. How'd you like to live in there?
Look.
No?
Look.
That'd do me. So what's this?
Hang on, wait a minute. Just gonna have to put my glasses on and read it.
Okay.
This enriched classical archway once formed the centrepiece of the main floor to the offices of the Life Association of Scotland, a handsome commercial building in the style of Venetian Palace, and was erected in 1851 on a site on Princess Street near the Mount, Edinburgh. The building, an ambitious work by the architect David Rind,
Yeah, I'll go with Rind.
was distinguished by wonderful carving, keystones with human faces, laurel garlands and lively cherubs, all the work of the most brilliant Scottish mason sculptor Alexander Handyside Ritchie. The arch occupied the central portion of the building, which extended for 9 acres over 2 floors. 18 acres in all, was certainly the grandest display of architectural sculpture anywhere in Victorian Edinburgh. When the offices were demolished in 1967, the Scottish Georgian Society arranged for this unique section to be saved and stored in the sculpture yard of the Edinburgh College of Art. The stones were brought to Paxton in 1997 and were finally re-erected in 2020.
So that's only been there 3 years.
Yes. So yeah.
But it was originally erected in 1851.
Yeah. You can go up.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Let's see how accurate this is.
What is it?
No.
Right.
It's about 45 minutes out. It's 4:15. and that's saying
Quarter,
around about
quarter past 3. It's
close
saying
to
about 3:15, so it's probably, oh no, it should be on summertime.
It's about an hour out.
Summertime. Yeah, it's not right.
Mind you, if this was designed before we started having British summertime, then it'd be right, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, the British summertime, that's not the correct time, is it?
No.
No, so
That's
yes,
set to Zulu time.
That is very correct then.
Yeah, that's set to British Greenwich Mean Time. So it's right.
Oh, look at all these cherries.
Oh, good, yeah. Yeah, so that's correct to Greenwich Mean Time.
Yeah. We're getting lots of stations.
Yeah, we were right. This is the apple yard. So they are apple. Oh. And this brings us back quite neatly to the entrance to the campsite. Yeah. So that's the road in from the main road. Goes down over the little bridge.
Paths going down there as well.
Yeah, more walks down, sort of heading off down there. There's river walks. I mean, one of these river walks takes you all the way into Berwick.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's quite, you know, if you're that way inclined.
Not today.
No, definitely not.
Otherwise, yes, and then you take the bus back.
Yeah.
It's a bit late for doing that now.
4:15, it's time to start thinking about something to eat.
I know.
And
Not hungry just yet.
there we go. The sign for the Paxton House Caravan Park. Through the gates to what used to be the walled garden. And there are a few more vans on here than there were when we left on our travels and walk earlier. So what we've got here is Grey Waste Point, just there, perfect. Some information boards there. Toilets, toilet block. And here you've got your bins compound and your Elsan point there. So all your facilities are here. As you can see, this is one hell of a sun trap. And when we're over in the far corner there, and these are reasonably good sized pitches as well, aren't they?
I would say so, yes.
You know.
Yes, I'd say they are good sized pictures.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And once the shrubbery grows a little, it'll be a lovely secluded spot.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah.
We cut down through the middle.
We can do that.
Yeah. I mean, we were saying earlier, what an excellent... This is a brilliant use of something that was already there. Yeah. See, there's some really good sized pictures along here. And there's a fair few of them.
30, I believe.
30?
Right, I think so.
Hmm.
No pre-booking though.
No.
So, no.
I mean, we booked this half an hour before we rocked up.
Well, basically, let's make sure that there's space.
Yeah. I said, £25 a night, you cannot go wrong with this.
No, it's
You really can't, it's lovely. Yeah, a couple of freshwater taps I've seen. There's one just over from the van there as well.
Yes, lots of dogs here.
Yeah, there's a lot of dogs here.
Once one starts, that's it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, this is us over in the corner here. Set up against that far wall, there's another freshwater point. So, if I need to fill up the bottles, that'll be ideal. Electric hookup. And all together. Very cosy.
Yeah, very pleasant.
Yes.
Well, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of campsites, but...
As campsites go, this ain't bad.
Nope.
Nope.
This is okay.
Right, we'll catch you guys in a bit. We're going to go and sort ourselves out with something to eat. Okay guys, right, we're actually back from the Scotland trip now, so what we thought we'd do is give you a breakdown of what it cost us and basically the savings that we made by not stopping on campsites. Now the way we calculated that was wherever we parked up for the night, we went on to Park for Night and had a look for the very closest campsite to where we were parked, then went onto their website or through a few of them were CAMC sites or Caravan and Camping Club sites, and we had a look and see how much it would cost us for that night to park there, and then basically took the cost of where we parked away from that, and that was our saving for that particular night. So we'll give you a breakdown of our entire Scotland trip costing wise. We did a total of 738.2 miles, and that was basically from our storage unit back to the storage unit as well. And the costings for that was £162.21 on diesel. I filled that up when we got back to Washington, which is just up the road from us, so there's probably we've probably used about 13 miles worth of diesel, taking it back down to the storage yard from there. So probably maybe give or take, I'd say about 165 quid total in diesel for the entire trip. Eating out, coffees, snacks and various other bits and pieces, for the entire week we spent a grand total of £88.40. Park ups and tolls, because we came back through the Tyne Tunnel on the way back down, that was a total of £61.20 for park ups and our campsite on the last night as well. Days out, Blair Castle plus any little stickers, mementos, fridge magnets and things that we bought was £25.48p. Before we left, I'd filled up the gas tank, and I filled it up when we got back to Washington, and we used a total of £7.26 worth of gas. So total cost for the week was £344.55p. Working out the savings on campsites, bearing in mind we did stay on a campsite on that last night, we still saved a grand total of £195.05 by not staying on campsites, because I think 2 or 3 of those park ups were free completely. I've got the actual costings here. The one up at Newton Moor, that stunning park up overlooking all that scenery there, that was free. The nearest campsite to us there was 27 quid for the night, so there's an instant £27 saving, just as an example. But to save the best part of £200 by not using campsites, I would say that justifies 100% getting all that solar.
We've got to do a lot of trips out.
Yeah, we've got to do a hell of a lot of trips out. There's probably, I would say, another 20 odd weeks worth of savings there. At least another, but it's a saving, and it's money we're not spending at that time. So basically, guys, I mean, I hope you found that kind of information useful.
We didn't count the normal food, but we would have had that cost at home.
I mean, we'd have spent what we ate at home anyway. So we don't count that. It was just the extras like cream buns and coffees and teas and things that we generally tend to eat a lot of, as you'll find out when we go to Germany.
No, we have to rein that in. And don't forget, we will be on a budget. You're retired now.
Yeah, that's true. That means I can't have apple tart every day.
Not every day.
Oh, okay. Okay, guys, like I said, hope you found that information useful. Basically, our next trip out is Van Love Fest. with our eldest granddaughter Chloe. She's coming along to that one. So we will catch you on the next one. See you later, guys.